How successful are alligator snapping turtle breeding programs? If you're curious about the efforts to save the alligator snapping turtle, you're in the right place. Let's explore how successful their breeding programs have been. Alligator snapping turtles are facing significant threats, and one of the main strategies to help them is through breeding programs. These programs are crucial because the turtles have a relatively low reproductive output, take a long time to mature, between 11 to 21 years, and have long generation times, averaging around 31.2 years. One key program is the Captive Breeding Initiative at the Tishomingo National Fish Hatchery in Oklahoma and the Natchitoches National Fish Hatchery in Louisiana. These hatcheries started their programs back in the late 1990s and early 2000s to produce head-started turtles, which are turtles raised in captivity until they are large enough to survive in the wild. For example, the Natchitoches National Fish Hatchery was involved in a project where they cared for 30 live alligator snapping turtles confiscated during a poaching sting operation. Before releasing these turtles back into their native habitat in Texas, health checks and genetic sampling were conducted to ensure they wouldn't introduce pathogens or unwanted genes into the wild population. The success of these programs can be measured in several ways. For instance, the survival rates of captive-bred turtles released into the wild have been promising. Studies show that annual survival rates for these turtles can range from 67% to 91%, although these rates can vary depending on the release site. However, there are challenges. One of the main issues is ensuring the turtles are released in the correct river basins to avoid genetic mixing that could harm the wild population. To address this, genetic analysis is conducted to determine the turtle's origin. This was a critical step in a recent project where 22 adult and 7 juvenile turtles were successfully returned to the wild in Texas. Despite these challenges, the collaborative efforts between federal and state agencies, hatcheries, and private landowners have been recognized for their effectiveness. For example, the project that returned the confiscated turtles to Texas was awarded the 2021 Partner of the Year Award by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. In summary, while there are still many hurdles to overcome, the breeding programs for alligator snapping turtles have shown promising results. These programs, combined with habitat restoration and strict regulations against unauthorized possession and trade, are crucial steps towards stabilizing and potentially increasing the population of these remarkable creatures.